against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others. Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move!
Father! Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battle, Sir Hans. With booze. Get ready!
Take cover! A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
Всем привет, друзья, и добро пожаловать на прохождение Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Начинаем играть за покупку. Так, ну, арбалет понятно. Дай прицелиться. Четко в голову. Опять. А, 57 болтов. А я по привычке нажал на R перезарядку. Он взял факел. Ну что, пойдем во двор. Арбалет классная вещь, кстати. Ну, график как-то с первой части вообще не изменилась. Багута, вытаскивай меч, я это за мной. Давай. Кстати, писали, что поменяли боевку. Вроде как. В плане она будет проще. Казуальнее, скажем так. Я был не фанат боевки от слова совсем. Так, сейчас все понятно. Да скидывай его. Главное, как только враг оказывается перед тобой, лестницу скинуть ты не можешь. Потому что, я так понимаю, идет анимация поднятия его по лестнице, и ни хрена ты сделать с этим не можешь. Ну, графика, конечно, стратенькая. Это все на ультрах, кстати. Только DLSS я поставил на баланс, но, в принципе, вроде все нормально. Я боялся, что будет плохая оптимизация, но можно, наверное, попробовать поставить на графику. Не трогай рану. Просто успокойся.
Dentist Fortuna, fucking you vat. Jesus.
А Янан-то кто? Я с первой части вообще его не помню. И Бакуту этого не помню. Самое большое, на что я рассчитывал, ни хрена я не успел прочитать. Но боевка, судя по всему, не изменилась. Так там вроде были быстрые удары. Быстрые и тяжелые. Или я что-то путаю, я уже не помню. А какие быстро тяжелые? Это было то же самое, да? Не, или отдельная кнопка была. Я уже не помню.
Fortuna, you vat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir, Trotsky.
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money. Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Так, надо сделать звук, наверное, потише. Музыку еще, наверное, меньше сделаю, да? Из тебя сегодня слова не вытащишь. Ну и ладно. Но чего ж дедушка Гануш сам не пошевелится? Хотя, может, он так меня проверяет. Возможно. Однажды ведь он должен будет тебе ротай отдать. Вот хочет убедиться, что ты не напортачишь. Ясное дело, я и напортачить, да не в жизнь. По всей Богемии лютуют иноземные войска. Король наш в темнице сидит, бог знает где. И вот мы такие посреди этой кутерьмы несем важный документ. И все равно я намерен вкусить эту прелесть этой поездки. Согласен. Как там говорил, фортуна... Так-то, старина Эндрих. Довольно языками молоть, но вот уже питает троски. Пан Ян, как там сзади? Все в порядке. Не забывай вперед смотреть. У меня глаз как у орла, мышь не проскочит. Пан. Будем готовиться к бою? Спокойно, Индра. Это люди из тросок. Видишь на них цвета Бергова? Окружить их, чтобы не ушли. Не выстоять нам против такого отряда. Без глупости, парни. Делайте, как я скажу. Стоять, что вам здесь нужно? Мил человек, это так кто встречает гостей? Так у нас встречают вооруженных незнакомцев, когда кругом шастают разбойники. Сударь не отличает, шляхтич перед ним или разбойник. В наши дни одного другого не отличить. Вы чьи будете? Пан Ян Птачек из Бергштайна. У меня письмо пану Отто из Бергова от моего господина, пана Гануша из Липы. Печати впрямь липских панов. Но если я не ошибаюсь, пан Гануш из Липы стоит на стороне короля Вацлава. А мой господин член панского союза, мы держимся короля Сигизмунда. Так что, похоже, мы с вами враги. Мы вам не враги, мы ведем письмо с предложением перемирия. А ты кто? Индрих, скалится. Как уж так стиль игры. Солдат прежде всего ценит оружие в руке, крепкий доспех. Советник, разведчик. Ну понятно, это первоначальная прокачка у нас. Ну, давай, наверное, солдата все-таки там запугивание будет, по идее. И все в этом роде. Это будет, наверное, самый оптимал. Я солдат-телохранитель пана Птачика. Моя забота, чтобы у него волос с головы не упал. И скалица, говоришь? Той, которую разорили половцы короля Сигизмунда, разорили и всех перебили. Но при этом я еду в Троцкий не как враг, а как посланец мира. Так или иначе, вы тут все равно чужие. Да еще и с оружием. А мы как раз вооруженную шайку выслеживаем. Так с чего мне вам верить? Множество ситуаций можно разрешить, убедив собеседника. В диалогах у вас будет выбор из некоторых из приведенных ниже вариантов, которые определяют вашу реакцию. Но будьте внимательны, для убеждения требуется, чтобы ваш собеседник вам поверил. Ну, понятно, все как в прошлой части. Мы хотим разрешить расприю, а не затеять. Потому с вами тут беседуем. Нет у нас желания драться. Ты, может, думаешь, что мы тебя обманываем, за других себя выдаем, но ты же сам видел наше письмо. Итого тебе должно быть провал. Ты не говорил, что ты стражник, и не пытайся меня вокруг пальца обернуть? Сотник, не слушай его. Он впервые со мной путешествует, вот и возомнил о себе. Мы здесь по приказу марграфа Йоста Моровского везем письмо от пана Гануша из Липы, Дивиша Стальнберга и Рацика Кобула. В нем предлагается союз, который, как я погляжу, вам сейчас нужен не меньше нашего. Вот как. Езжай своей дорогой, но ты, пан, следи за своими людьми, а то как бы их дерзость не вышла тебе боком. Не беспокойся, я прослежу. Спасибо. Но не извольте гневаться на холодный прием. Осторожность — первое дело. Лиходеи у нас пошаливают. А хоронится как. Значит, будем... Блин, очень быстро идут субтитры. Засветло до замка вам все равно не успеть, а пан Отто велел по ночному времени никого не выпускать, особенно когда мы в разъезде. Переночуйте где-нибудь, а поутру... Понимаю, обалдело, постели мы дома одного пана, в нужде великой, наш замок. Так он вцепился как клещ, пришлось силой выкуривать. А найдется ли в ваших краях какая-нибудь корчма? Ну, есть одна, но путь не близкий, не думаю, что вельможному пану она придется по вкусу. Боже правый, что ж у вас за дыра такая? Ладно, придется самим укручиваться. Удачи в поисках твоих лиходеев, пан. Как бежит тебя? Томаш, сотник замка Троцкий. Еще раз приношу свои извинения. Прощай. Прощай. Что будем делать? Ну, раз корчмы в округе нет, то здесь переночуем. Гляди, какой пруд красивый. И вина у нас в избытке. А разбойники? Разбойники, полагаю, носа не покажут. Коли уж у нас такой разъезд повсюду ищет. За мной, друзья, разобьем лагерь здесь, на берегу. Хоть искупаемся. Иначе я уже скоро как смердеть начну, несет от вас изрядно. Я так понимаю, наверное, первоначальная вставка с осадой замка была для того, чтобы люди не скипнули игру сразу. Потому что диалогов, скорее всего, будет очень много в начале игры. Ну, как и в первой части. Угомони своего пса. Что такое, Барбос? Совсем проголодался? Ладно, придумаем что-нибудь. Так, чем тебя покормить можно? Кормление. Жратвы у нас нет. Дать понюхать. Это, видимо... можно будет потом с собакой взаимодействовать. Ну, то бишь, искать кого-нибудь по запаху вещей. Механика, наверное, прокачки такая же будет. Нужно будет ходить, собирать цветочки для травничества и так далее. Игра в кости. Нет, спасибо. Так, а у него, наверное, можно еды взять, да? Нет у тебя какой-нибудь еды для пса? Ишь ты какой. Он уже сожрал у меня кусок оленины, пока я до ветра уходил. Осталась у меня колбаса, и то я ее на обратный путь перебрел. Инра, хороший у тебя, конечно, пес, но ты ушли за ним, а? В Трос когда будешь еще? Мы ведь панская охрана, так что и накормят нас как следует. Свинина в яблоках, каплуны. За твоей колбасой все равно только собак кормить. Господи Иисусе, что ты пристал? И колбаса у меня, между прочим, отличная. Только не видать ее ни тебе, ни твоей псине. Хочешь на что-нибудь поменять? Возможно. Жба на кольцо мое проиграла ему в кости. Вернусь домой без него. Старуха меня на порог не пустит. Да ладно, только не говори, что мне надо будет играть в кости. Ладно, давай. Может, поставим малость для остроты? Слыхал, кольцо у Вовиша выиграл. Давай на него. Удача смелых любит парень. Но если проиграешь, заплатишь за все, что я завтра в корчме закушу, ты понял? Так, если у вас имеются свои игральные кости, можете их выбрать перед началом игры. Так, ну из большего прочитаю просто правила, но играть я в этом в будущем не буду. Ты начинаешь игру, бросая все 6 костей, затем ты отмечаешь кости, которые хочешь отложить. А оставшиеся кости можешь перебросить. Можно продолжать бросать кости до тех пор, пока у тебя в игре останется хотя бы одна кость. Однако, если своим броском ты не смог набрать ни одного очка, то все набранные в этом кону очки теряются. Мастерство игры заключается в том, чтобы закончить кон и набрать очки до того, как появится риск не набрать ни одного очка броском. Так, то есть либо по порядку должны идти, либо вместе.
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side.
Два-два. Так, чё перебросить? Ну, и шанс, что у меня тут тройка выпадет. Тройка и пятерка очень маленький. Эти все переброшу. Ну и как их перебросить? Я ни хрена не понял, если честно.
Are we still playing?
И что, у меня только пас отложить кость? А если я все выберу? тоже ни хрена не меняется. Какая-то херня. Ну давай пас. Или надо подождать, пока он все свои выбросит. Какая-то херня, я вообще не понял, как в это играть. То есть по описанию правил, я типа по идее как бы должен был либо перебрасывать, либо записывать. Ну понятно, он чисто выбрал парные. Парные выбрал, да. Ну давай я попробую, что. Так, а почему я не могу перебросить?
Is your mind in it at all?
А я даже не буду заниматься этой тупорылой херней. Давай, дружище, без меня. Максимально тупорылая херня. Истощить я его не могу, да? Ну и хрен с ней. Псина сегодня не ест. Я еще тут полчаса буду в эту дебильную игру играть. Что пес похавал мне. Спасибо. Так, о том сотнике. Ты его так подначил, я уж решил, ты... Так, за тебя нас всех зарубят. Я увлекся. Верно говоришь. Я малость увлекся. Вот именно нам повезло, что они нас прямо там не пристрелили. Ты что, не видел, сколько их было? В другой раз лучше не суй нос не в свое дело. Как скажешь. Вот именно, это приказ. И помалкивай завтра перед паном. Разговаривать с ним послали меня. Мы доставим послание и выполним задание. Если сладим с Испанским Союзом перемене, короче, не обосрись. Как прикажешь. А раз уж ты так уверен в себе, как насчет поразмяться после долгой езды? Поединок на мечах? И охота тебе после такой дороги? Конечно. По простецким мечами помашем или на что поспорим? Давай на этот раз без ставок. А пан боится? Подерзи мне тут. Доспех на тебе, так что только шлем надеть осталось. Вот тебе тренировочный меч. Бери его в руки. Это в первой части я поставил, наверное, по-моему, все свои деньги и навалял ему. Ах, так. Они все оставили то же самое. Даже, по-моему, значки такие же. Даже, по-моему, меню такое же было. Ребята вообще не парились. Слово совсем. Так, длинный меч. А это что не надето? Так, и... Так, шлем где? Голова, шапка или шлем? Да, у меня нету ни хрена. А, вот шлем. А, без защиты одеть нельзя. Ну что, начнем поединок. Разобрался ты со своим псом? Не хотелось бы, чтобы он, пока мы тренируемся, сожрал нас на ужин. А, пес подождет, давай к бою. Ладно, идем, помашешь мечом, нагуляешь себе аппетит.
Hang on, let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me.
Так, нажми, чтобы выполнить атаку. Вы выбираете направление атаки. Так, а фиксировать цель где? А где фиксация цели?
Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Это все, на
You
что ты
will
годен?
soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. Good.
The clash of blades.
Он бить будет, нет?
Cover, for Christ's sake! Why don't you cover yourself?
Я чуть не совсем понимаю. Я зажал блок, по мне удары все равно прилетают. Хотя я выбираю направление точно такое же.
What are you doing? Cover!
Что за херня, блядь? Господи, какое идиотское управление, это просто трэш. Так, захватить цель. Тап. Есть.
For Christ's sake!
Ну, наконец-то.
Why don't you cover yourself?
Я не понимаю, какую мне сторону выбирать.
That's the way. Good.
А, надо просто ставить блок в самый последний момент. Если просто тупо держать блок, то ни хрена он не блокирует.
And you do that by means of a perfect block.
perfect block, eh?
Идеальный блок, да. А ты стал заправским мечником.
Start your attack then.
Pretty good. That's it. Nice. But what about a
Довольно
repulse?
ответный удар.
Reckon you can
Думаешь,
manage
тебе это
that?
по силам?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it.
Ответный удар — это контратака, который проводишь сразу после идеального блока. Сначала останови атаку противника идеальным блоком, а затем немедленно атакуй.
Sweet. Good, Henry. You've got to block the strike first.
Он так медленно бил, что я даже не понял, что он атакует.
Well,
Что ж, ты, конечно, не сотник, Бернард, но тоже неплохо
Be
вышло.
sure to remember.
Если противник проводит ответный удар, ты все равно можешь отвести его идеальным блоком.
And it's best to follow up right
Сразу
away
после
with your
привести
own
собственный
repulse.
ответный удар.
yeah, right.
Понятно, понятно. Но что если моя цель не даст тебе сделать идеальный блок?
Then it's best to attack at a spot
Тогда
where
лучше
your
всего атаковать
opponent isn't
противника с
covered,
незащищенной
where
стороны,
he's not
там,
holding
где
his
он
weapon.
не держит
You
оружие.
defend, and I'll show you how.
Защищайся, а я тебе покажу.
Come on then. Oh, nice, Henry. Nice. Not like that. Good report. All right. I get it.
Ладно, урок
Right
освоен.
thing.
Довольно демонстрацией и
Demonstrations and
иллюстрацией.
explanations.
Let's have one training duel.
Может,
to
еще
finish
один
up,
последний
eh?
поединок, а?
Indeed. And let's have a
Давай.
wager to
И что
spice
было
things up.
поинтереснее,
How
на
about
деньги.
100 groschen?
По 100 грошей поставим. Давай.
All right. 100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself. Your first hit.
Так, надо отдышаться немножко. Чё мне выносливость так быстро падает?
Ow! Kurva! How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you do it?
Да сколько уже можно его бить-то, а?
How do you do it?
Да блок-то был, ну.
How do you do it? How do you do it?
Да неужели?
I yield. Enough.
Сдаюсь довольно.
Fuck's sake, you're
Ты
unstoppable.
бьешься как лев.
Oh, you won the bet.
Ты
Fair and
победил,
square.
сомнений
I'll
нет.
settle with you when we get to
Рассчитаюсь с
Trusty.
тобой, когда приедем в Троски.
Now
А
let's
сейчас
go
давай
and eat.
ужинать.
That swordplay gave me
На
quite
фехтовании у
an
меня
appetite.
аппетит разыгрался. Ну, паны, кто победил? Сегодня не мой день. Чувствовал, что не надо с тобой на деньги биться. Поднаторел ты. А после того разу в Раты. А я и в Раты выиграл. А я помню, и в тот раз победил. Ты мне свой лук проиграл. Тебе чертовски повезло, что ты после одного дня тренировок делал. Конечно, я в тот день был не в форме, мы накануне изрядно выпили. Я у него потом еще и из лука денег выгреб. Нормально. Завтра будем в замке и там попируем. Сказал бы раньше, я бы хоть зайца подстрелил. А ты бы его сготовил, как нам в той корчме позавчера подавали. Это в той корчме, где ты все подорожные... Уже и повеселиться нельзя. А потом, когда уж лука не вязал, полез к корчмовой дочке обжиматься. Помню ее, красотка, что твой персик заморский. Только парень ее там рядом стоял. Пришлось мне тебя оттаскивать. Ох уж пришлось ему попотеть. Задал ты ему задачу. Если бы ты был с девицами обходителен, но вроде меня, может тогда и... Почему тут удивляться, вот только представьте, ребята. Он прекрасная дева, твои нежные локоны не спадают на пышные плечи, не помышляя о пороке. И тут вылазит жирная рожа жбана с перекошенным ртом и рычит. А где тут моя... где тут у тебя сральник моя ненаглядная? Я ни о чем не жалею. Весь мир вокруг девок вертится. Ведь так оно, Индра. Ты, кстати, ничего не рассказываешь про свою девицу. Как бишь ее звали? Тереза. Она жила на мельнице с мышьяком. И спасла мне жизнь. Да, девка ладная. И что? Так ли она хороша? Так чего, хороша ли девка, коли ты меня понял? Храбрая, и хватит с тебя. Она храбрая, жизнь мне спасла, когда я вернулся в Скалицу передать земле родителей. На меня напала шайка головорезов. И это все, что я скажу. Знаешь, путешествовать не так уж и плохо. Если бы еще не комары. Да, если б не они. Где ты вчера вечером пропадал, Индра? Даже к ужину опоздал. Так ты за нашим паном присматриваешь? Эй, кончай собачиться. Псарь, нет, скрытность или выживание. Давай выживание. Я кругом проходил, как бы сказать, дозором. Искал выступ скалы поболее, чтобы укрыться от ненастья. Кабана, чтобы ты не соизволил меня послушать. А что насчет свободного времени? Будет у нас в Тросках увольнительное. Посмотрим. Когда пан Бергов нас выслушает, надо будет домой отправиться. Сразу в дорогу? Ну, можем задержаться на денек-другой. А про этого фон Бергова еще кто-нибудь знает, что? Он важный шляхтич. Этот пан Бергов в больших чинах при королевском дворе. Вот почему мы желали вступить с ним в союз. Ты верно подметил. Да вот такие дела, он коронный камергер. Вы, парни, еще хоть 100 лет проживите, а такую важную шишку не встретите. Говорят, он требует, чтобы мечи у него самые лучшие были, и что больше у него собрание самых разных мечей и кинжалов. Собирать оружие не то же самое, что и пользоваться ими. А что, хорош он в фехтовании? Это сложная наука. Меч. Меч есть оружие мастера, сбалансированный, быстрый и в любой заварушке пригодный. Конечно, надо набивать руку и шлифовать свое умение, но оно того стоит. Ладно, ладно, это просто тренировочный бой был. Прошу прощения. Мечи, мечи, мечи. Небось опять начнешь рассказывать, как подлец Иштван тот раз у тебя вероломно меч спер. Я уж решил, ты думал, забыл, что у тебя... тот меч — единственная память об отце. Мы его вместе ковали незадолго до его гибели. Но это уже другая история. Я думал, ты про это наслушался, верно? Ну, ты знаешь... Ладно, ничего. Не хотел бы оказаться на месте этого Иштвана, если вам суждено встретиться на узкой дорожке. Но пан Рацик ведь не помер. Хватит, хватит. Иначе мы тут сейчас проторчим, слушая, как его кузнец Мартин вырастил, хотя его настоящий отец Рацик. История запутана, так что давай на этом остановимся. Забей. Кто мне завтра подсобит с припасами для обратного пути? Мы бросили кости, я победил, так что Конрад пойдет. Ты что это выдумал? Тихо. Ловишь, с тобой со скуки помрешь. Завтра мы в замке будем пировать, так что о припасах можешь пока не думать. Кому еще надо? Еще много осталось, и на утро хватит. Надо бы мне ополоснуться. С языка снял. Нельзя нам в Троцки в таком виде явиться. Идем разоблачаться, Индра. Парни, помогите-ка нам снять доспехи. Парень, ты точно уверен, что влажным купаться выглядит небезопасно? Да что ты как баба. Неси лучше вина, кровь по жилам разогнать.
We're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages.
So, here, I intend to live a little.
Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Господи Иисусе, повзрослеет наш парниш когда-нибудь? Или не спонадоблюсь? Сердце у него доброе, но в голове... Измысловое. Блядь, что за слова? Ладно, давай скипнем это чудо. Индра, пригнись. Надо подобраться поближе. Наверное, близко. Это, видимо, обучение стелсу, да? Как думаешь, они купаются? Давай подкрадемся поближе. Давай. Вода так всрато выглядит. Одна стирает, нам бы к остальным подобраться. Она нам путь загородила. Бросай камень в воду, к ней поближе, чтобы спугнуть. А как отвернется, мы проскочим на ту сторону.
What was that? Nachasníky, ty jen pijou jedí, Pána sama Pojď Pánu k oltáři, vždyť byste jí slekli. Pána v poli na chvilku, rozhálila košilku, vidět byl jen kousek, báby křižujou se. Aleluja Domine, aleluja Domine. Pána je u muziky, směje se na kasníky, klientlijou jedí, Pána sama sedí. Aleluja Domine, aleluja.
Проклятие, я тебе говорил. Срань Господня. А, это тот отряд вернулся, да? Или это разбойники? А, нет, те в красном были. Все красное было, да, это разбойники, наверное. Это наше письмо. Индра, не дури, нам против них не выстоять. Ты что делаешь? Убери от нее руки, животное. Вы что устроили? Уберите от нее руки, свиньи. Зараза, ты не смог удержаться, да? Давай руки в ноги и валим отсюда. Взять их. Я сказал, довольно. Еще чего, эта сучка моя. Вы чего уставили? Стреляйте. Что вы стоите, тупицы, в погоню за ним вдоль берега? Боже, ты когда плавать научился? Только что. Сраные доспехи. Шевелитесь, отрежем их на том берегу. Лошадей, факелы, живо. Барбос. Это что было вообще, Индрих? В рыцаря решил поиграть. Я не побегу больше. Серьезно? И что же ты тогда... Вот дерьмо, в тебя попали. Мы не можем это так оставить. А нахрена доставать? От кровотечения помрет. Надо бежать прямо сейчас. Идти можешь? Да, я справлюсь. Соберись. Нам нужно от них оторваться. Значок зайца рядом с
We'll get out
компасом
of the woods
показывает,
and find someone. Then we'll
что
get that
тебя
shoulder of
сейчас
yours fixed
разыскивают
up.
враги.
So, how far is it to Trotsky? There's someone in front of us. Down!
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of
Ты
the
стой
dodge.
здесь и за ущельем наблюдай.
We can't go
Keep your
this
eyes
way.
peeled.
Go
Right?
around.
Этот путь отрезан. Пойдем по
You
кругу.
two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. If they didn't succeed in swimming to the other side
Use
of the
your
pond,
head.
I want
Be
to know.
careful. Stick behind
Then
me.
come back and give me a full report.
Sacra.
Blood
He'll
trails,
see us. We'll have to
everything.
wait.
You honestly think they
Get
could
to
swim
work.
all the fucking way across?
Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side.
Stumbling about in the pitch black when all your torch does is blind you.
Leave it out. Catching some naked men in the forest is better than getting killed in a skirmish.
Maybe. But I still can't see a bloody thing.
Oh, no, no, no. Fuck. They're in front of us. Quick. Into the rocks.
Hurrah! They're fleeing into the rocks! Hurry! Run around! We'll catch them at the top!
What now?
Eh? Hans! There's more of them up top.
Shit! Take cover!
Run ahead of them!
Where now, for fuck's sake? Damn it, they're everywhere!
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Ah, fuck. Where's Capon? He must have fled from them through the other gorge. I have to find him. Oh, where is he? Oh, this looks like a way out. Hans!
Here! Oh, thank God we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
Fuck you, whoreson!
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory.
Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fella landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all.
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up. How are you holding up?
Not good. I feel like it's all up for me.
Just hang in there, damn it. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sir Hans Capel. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck.
What's the matter?
Skalitz is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Skalitz, and you'll survive this. Come on.
Bianca.
Come on.
Father?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle.
Easy, Henry.
Hurry.
What about you?
Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
Sir Roger.
Christ's sake.
Anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on.
He knows me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus.
Take me away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
No.
Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Prolog.
We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa... I let them... all down.
You've never let me down. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on, pal. Hold on. We're here. We're here.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed, but don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whoresons.
Think again, scum!
Hey, lad! Are you alive, lad?
Scouts. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, May all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now. And so are you, lads, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
I've had worse. My shoulder stings a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushenna's my name.
And I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come...
That's really good. So good I wouldn't say no to some more.
But in better ones, too.
I really need to eat something. I feel like a new man. This'll be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir... hands. Seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
I've seen fellas in worse states, but in better ones too. Try to eat something. An empty stomach won't do you no good. There's something for you on the table, and there's a pot on the fire.
Aye, true bliss is a full belly.
Oh, sacre.
Someone got here before me. I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. Both of them grow in sunny places. There are sandstone cliffs around here. The soil underneath might suit them.
Good lad. You really do know a thing or two. I'd never have guessed. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death.
True.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it. Ah, shit. My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground soon enough. Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain. Purple flower, sage, there we go. That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better. What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Those renegades who've been pillaging around the domain. They slaughtered some knight and his company yesterday down by the pond. 2 of them fled and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rocks. What do you know about it?
And who are you, sir?
We're from Lord von Bergov, and we're looking for those murderers.
I know Lord von Bergo's people, and I ain't never seen you before.
Lord von Bergov is reinforcing his garrison on account of them renegades that are wandering around here. We're new.
Oh, should all his people have waffen rocks and shields with your colours?
For Christ's sake, woman, stop annoying me with your endless fucking questions. I'm the one asking the questions. And when I say we're from Bergov, then we're from fucking Bergov. Tell me, how come there's all these bloody rags here, eh? Spit it out. The blood's not even dry.
I was treating 2 fellas from Sheoth, what got badly beaten up in a brawl in the
Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or this'll be quick, boy.
Growler.
Show 'em what you're made of.
Ah! Right on that noggin!
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
They slaughtered some knight and his company yesterday down by the pond. 2 of them fled and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rocks. What do you know about it?
And who?
Hey, what are you doing? This'll be quick, boy.
Growler.
Fuck you, whoreson!
Save yourself!
No! Pretty weak, but it's regular.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you think they were?
I don't know how much you heard. They came here saying they was from Lord von Bergo, and they was looking for 2 bandits that ambushed some knight yesterday. But for sure they wasn't von Bergo's people. They didn't even have his waffen rocks. But they sure sounded keen to find you fellas.
Maybe they were from that band that followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you 2. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you 2 are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
I'm sorry, but I can't tell you any more about us. I know he doesn't quite look the part, but it's true that Hans Capon is a real nobleman. It's up to him to decide what we can or can't tell you. And it's also true that we were ambushed yesterday down by the pond. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them.
Sure. No need for thanks. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds, and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
Well now, I thought your friend was just delirious with that talk about knights. But it seems there might be a grain of truth in it.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it. First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction, and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start. You must have read it by now, surely. All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, Throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
That chamomile needed a lower flame. Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep.
I boiled that chamomile on too large a fire, I reckon.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
I just told you. Toth.
You know his name, so he's no stranger to you. That could mean you'll meet him again. Or on the other hand, it's a deception and he wants to ensnare you in a trap, one way or another. You should watch out for yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
who's finally up. Henry! Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had, some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily, I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Gelioth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
Not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
Right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
Anything does happen, we've got Growler, and he won't leave us in the lurch.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service, and Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way. hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai!
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double! The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have
two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You tried to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Well, different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
And the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
You're right. We're a pair of tramps. But we can't go back.
You're telling me?
It'd be a total disgrace.
Well, you'd get over it, but what about me? I wanted to use this expedition to show Uncle Hanush that I'm adult and ready to rule Perkstein. But now, there's no way we can go back now. Not in this state. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
I'm just as much to blame for their deaths as you. We're in this together.
At least we should give them a proper burial as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenes. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it? That's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
Oh, I tell ya. What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first.
stinking up my establishment.
I thought we
I
divided
heard
up
some talk
fairly.
about your
But
captain.
that Torag only gave me the inner.
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet.
Don't name names.
Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
The most important thing. Enjoy yours while you...
We saved you. Me and my lord there. You and some other women were attacked by bandits. You must remember that.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the King's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
One of them nomads is an acrobat who does all kinds of tricks. Acrobat, eh?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe. Is that clear?
All right.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where?
From far away.
I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bat-house wench.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Who is this Semin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Semin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Semin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Semin is his vassal.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. And what can I get for you?
You're not the fella who's supposed to carry the sacks, are you?
What are you standing here for?
I'm waiting. I'm paid to transport loads, not to haul them on my back. The cart won't unload itself, will it?
Ah, that's a stroke of luck. I'm just looking for a job myself. How about I haul those sacks?
It's all the same to me. Go and talk.
An ale, as you...
How's it going? My wife and I are pickling cabbage.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Berghoff is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Berghoff will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
It's a wonder your tongue isn't aching.
Bear in mind that I'm still your master. Enough of your insolence and start accepting your lot. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
I'm going then. But you could give me a hand. It wouldn't do you any harm.
Ah, stop whining. You can manage. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work.
How generous of you, Lord.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
You're doing a fine job.
What did I do to you?
Bring me something to eat.
Look out.
Right. Listen to this.
What a waste of money.
Did you hear that the
Is
king
that
himself
supposed to be
announced
Latin?
that everyone should have a good
Clever
bow on
you.
hand?
Which
Do
king
you know
would that
what it
be?
means?
I don't know exactly,
No.
but when the
And
king
I doubt
commands,
you do
the
either.
subjects have
The
to
burden
obey,
of proof
don't they?
is on the
You
one who
didn't hear it
declares,
from the trader
not
who
on
sold
the
you
one
the
who
clothes,
denies.
by any chance.
I speak come to think of it, it was him who told me.
What did you say?
See it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Why is this all sticky?
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me, you and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
I'll kill you!
Beating him!
Yeah! Don't spare him! Now we'll have you, you scum!
Fucker!
Slice him up! Doesn't hurt anyone else. Useless!
Yes! Don't spare him!
What do you want?
Why no?
Now you'll die!
Zeig, was du da hast.
Yeah! Don't spare him!
You want to try me? We'll finish this quickly.
Shame on you!
Surround him!
Hey! Get him! Let him have it!
Why do I always get lost? Slice him up!
Yes! You're not onto it!
Good!
Slice him
Now
up!
you'll die.
You want to try me? Don't spare him!
I hate you! Take that fucker out!
Come on then!
Wir werden dich ausnehmen.
To the stocks with him! You're not onto
That madman!
You want to try me?
Do it!
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak?
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no. Not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh, yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off.
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious. Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologise. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
That's enough. Don't you fucking realise how badly you've been wronging me all this time? I bend over backwards for you. I tolerate all your stupid fucking whims. And what do I get? Insults and accusations. But right from the start, you acted like you were on some nobleman's outing. All you cared about was whoring and boozing. You know full well the ambush was your fault, and now you're kicking out so you don't have to admit it.
What do you...
But let me finish. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth like you, but unlike you, I'd have managed to deliver that message. And that's because I'm responsible and know how to behave in a way that doesn't make me feel ashamed. In a way that would make my parents proud of me.
Which parents do you mean? Radzig?
Aye, Radzig, let's say. Nobody could be proud of you, Capon. Nobody.
We'll see who's proud of who.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that...
Otto?
Hey! Uncle Virgo!
Oh, shit. Right.
Where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good-for-nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Hey, over here. That doesn't surprise me. There hasn't been an affair like that in a very long time. It's not every day you get married off into a noble family. So much food and drink. I was talking to Bartoszek about the clothes he made for Olda. He says he's never sewn anything that fine.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've stopped being angry. And if you've no business here.
Hey? Did I imagine it?
Leave, or I'll call the guards. That's right.
Put some clothes on, you scoundrel.
What's your story?
What would you say? Right now, I'm slightly scruffy nothing.
But I don't have any money. Look at me. I don't have anything at all.
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue. Otherwise, Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
It's no wonder nobody wants anything to do with me. I look like a vagrant.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
I could use some armour. Proper, like, for a night. And no rusty junk.
And you are like a knight?
Well, yeah. I don't look so good. But I swear I came here in armour, sword at my side, and on a horse.
Wow. And where is your armour, sword, and horse now?
That's a long story. And it's not a happy tale.
Well, you can hardly buy new armour now, but you might find something in the town hall armoury, although you'll need quick hands.
Thanks. These'll come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
Damn. I could use a horse.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it would be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semine.
And which way is Semine?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the... Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though, I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semine.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semine. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way. Hey, you. What's your name, anyway?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good.
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Where are you headed, if you're only passing through here?
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You said you were going to a city.
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
What do you...
I'll find something.
Don't get your hopes up.
You mean they don't...
You're...
No.
Then...
But because...
I'd like to...
You can...
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going.
Don't worry. You'll manage.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Are you blind?
Greetings.
Ah, damn.
Who just came barging in here?
Hi-yo.
Fuck me.
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, he left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle. He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, lad, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard something's going on in Takoff again. Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Gelievites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough, that gang of bandits is rampaging. Now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. I need to speak with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yet?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy. But he's still in Prague. He's hardly...
And where do I find him?
Where do you think? Up in the castle.
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about... I'm not going to put in a word for you.
Excuse me. I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday.
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
Greetings, lad. What brings you here?
As the local scribe, you know a lot of things, right?
I'd say so. In this province, not a squirrel farts without my knowing.
Right. So, if I needed to get something, you'd certainly be able to...
Depends on what you're looking for.
No, don't worry. I'm just looking for some armor.
Armor? Well, unless you want to join von Burgau's retinue, I don't think I can help you. But try Radovan, the blacksmith in Tachov. He might at least sell you an iron elk.
You don't know of anything better?
Aha! So, the good man is a connoisseur, eh?
Whose armor?
Oh, it's just a local legend.
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
That may be true. But even the finest armor has to pass through the hands of the master blacksmith who forged it. Well, I might be only an apprentice, but that's all the more reason I should take an interest in such things and learn something.
Aiming a bit high, starting with knightly armor, aren't you? How about starting with horseshoe nails, eh?
Excuse me?
All right. No need to lose your temper. In short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
Look, enough talking. Do you know where I can find Brunswick's armor or not?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you. Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armor, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want to hear it?
Then how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone, behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche, yet deeper still, a place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armor gleaming.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Bloody hell! I think I know where it is.
Really? Well, seems you've got something between your ears then, lad. And you know what? I've got something else for you. Sir George, who previously owned the armour, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too, but he died of the plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armour, but this is certainly true, because here, take it, as a keepsake. And now, go.
Greetings to you.
Praise God.
Good day to you.
I don't have a spade.
They're going to cut down the old oak at the crossroads.
It's a nice place. To rest when you're passing by in the summer.
What's that? God be with you, goodman. I see you're a fellow traveller. Want to warm your bones a bit?
the fuck is that sheep lying there? Ugh, it's starting to smell. And it's all torn up.
Oh well, I tried the easy way. Now it's time for the hard way. I'll rip your ass open!
There's no food for me here.